Hey guys, I am here to show you a few basic yoga poses and how you can strengthen your yoga posture with total body movements. Transition move, high half lift from a forward fold. So let's start in mountain pose. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, hinge at your hips, shift your weight forward. In your forward fold, shift your weight into the ball mounts of your feet, sending your hips back to feel it all along your hamstring. Now inhale, halfway lift, press into your shins or the top of your thighs. Lift your chin away from your chest and squeeze your shoulder blades down your back as you pull your core up and in. Now for that hold position, there's a total body movement that we can do with that to duplicate that or replicate that same movement. Grab a resistance band. You can get resistance bands at www.reed.fit/discount, and it will give you the link to these bands and a promo code. So to build strength for your high half lift, place your feet into your band, and we're gonna do essentially like a deadlift. So you're gonna have to shift your weight forward, create a slight bend in your knees, chest up, shoulders back, and you're gonna pull. So this is that same motion as that high half lift where we're shifting our weight forward, we're building strength in our hamstrings and our back, and then you're back down. So here, and back down. Notice how you pull your shoulder blades back, lift with your core, and my weight is in my toes where my band is. So without the band, forward fold, high half lift, same motion, high half lift. Being able to engage certain muscles and shift your weight into the right place for your yoga posture is gonna help your transitions run smoother and muscle groups begin to build in different areas. Another transition movement that you can do that we can add a total body movement is our three-legged dog to a low lunge. So beginning from downward facing dog, inhaling your left leg high, exhale low lunge, plant your foot between your palms and pause here, making sure your knee stacks over your ankle. A really great total body movement to transition and build strength for your low lunge is just doing a knee to nose. So again, starting in downward facing dog, inhaling your left leg high and exhaling, shifting your weight forward, bringing your knee towards your nose as you pull your core in. Inhaling high and exhaling knee to nose, pulling your core in, pressing through your palms. Inhaling high, exhale knee to nose. Knee to nose is a really great core exercise that's gonna build strength. It's gonna loosen your hips a little bit and help you with that transition to your low lunge from three-legged dog. Another transition movement is your upward facing dog to your downward facing dog shift and forward. So what that looks like is if I'm in upward facing dog here, and then I'm flipping my feet and shifting to downward facing dog here. The key is to press your fingers into the mat, lighting up your biceps, pulling your core up to send your hips back. From downward facing dog to use a total body movement to build strength for that. You can begin in downward facing dog with your hips high, core engaged, and then rock forward to a high plank. Pulling your core in, engaging your biceps and your thighs, back to down dog, rock forward to high plank, and then back, and continue. Two total body movements to help build strength for your chaturanga. First one is going to be a rocking plank. Hold high plank, shift your weight forward into your toes, and then rock back. Shift your weight forward, rock back. So you're getting the motion of shifting your weight forward, building strength in your shoulders, pressing into your fingers and your thumb. Part 2 of building strength for your chaturanga is what I like to call chest to floor push-ups. Now this is because whenever you're doing a chaturanga, you hug your elbows into your sides, and it's basically like a tricep push-up. So to build strength, you can start on your knees. Here's a modified version. Pressing your hips forward even with your mat. Lowering yourself all the way down, leading with your chest. Raise your hands and press back up, keeping your elbows hugged into your side. And then as you build strength for that, you can go to a full push-up version. Coming on your toes, leading with your chest, hugging your elbows into your side all the way down. Lift and press up. Lower yourself down and press up. To build strength for high crescent, we do a basic lunge with pulse. So stack your knee over your ankle, drop your hips down, back up, lift, squeeze your glutes, keep your core engaged the entire time, and we're just going down and up as we build strength in our quads and hamstrings for a high crescent lunge hold. Chair pose is an awesome pose to work on with total body movements because it's a strengthening pose. So they go hand in hand with one another. For chair pose, bring your big toes to touch, squeeze your thighs together. Inhale your arms over your head and tilt your pelvis forward as you pull your ribs up and sink down. Continue to squeeze your thighs together as you tilt your pelvis down towards your mat. A good strength building exercise to strengthen your chair pose is a basic wall sit with your feet together as if you're in chair. Big toes touch, slide your hips down, let your feet come out just under you a little bit to keep your knees stacked over your ankles and press your shoulder into the ground, reaching your arms overhead. Continuing to squeeze your thighs towards one another as you pull your lowest ribs up and in towards your spine.